Hi everybody, this is Blossom from Tales Unfold,
Hi, I'm Bear.
and today we are taking you on a little hike, and this path is called the Druid path, and it is quite interesting. It has a few. Well, you're going to see what it is. Behind us, there in the forest.
Yeah. Behind us there in the forest, they have actually found burial mounds. Approximately 40 of them have been discovered. They're from 1200 to 600 BC and vary in sizes, but the biggest was about 15 meters in diameter and 5 meters high. But it's very hard to spot them now. Everything's been completely overgrown and just left to its natural path.
So I also have to mention that today I don't have a camera with me. This is just a phone, so if the audio is a bit off, I apologize. But yeah, I wasn't actually planning on it, but now we do anyway. So let's continue our little path. So I am recording this in April, so the forest is slowly waking. You see the blossoms coming out, and everything is still very that nice, very fresh green that that is very typical for the spring season. Yeah, and we are now entering the winding path, which is I always think it's very beautiful. It's the nicest part of this little hike.
Yeah.
And it feels very like, I assume dragon line, walking on the dragon line.
I assume so.
I have to admit, I never doused it, so that might be a bit embarrassing in my case. And also here's the border.
German-French border.
The German-French border, exactly.
It follows an old Roman road.
Right, there's an English thingy. If you want to read, pause now. Okay, let us enter in there on the dragon line, or on the suspected dragon line. You can also see the trees doing interesting things. I just love that when you can see that. Deer running away, but we can hear them. No, don't freak out. Yeah, that's why you are leashed. That's why both of you are leashed. It's not the first time. They are quite often there. Still, when we had the beagles, we had to keep them on a leash here too, because the deers are, even though if this is a well-visited path, right? Still, the deers are very comfortable.
Yes,
Let's
they
put
are.
it like that. And so we often see them, and yeah, that's why you stay definitely on a leash, because you love the thrill of a hunt. And here's a little entry for however you see that. Where can you go there? So I always love when trees are doing that. I cannot help but be enchanted by it when I step through these portals, and there are many on this path. Turning a bit back so you can see, there are quite a few of those portals, tree portals I want to say, and every time you just go deeper into the enchanted woods, if you like. So I want to do this video more as an as-is video, so not too much editing and stuff like that, because it's a beautiful day today. Yeah. And the last weeks we had a lot of rain, so I'm actually surprised that the path so far has been quite dry. But here we have still a little swamp, and we heard frogs before, so I guess that is from that little pond. And as you come a bit to the end of the forest, or at least one part, this path ends, you can see that there is a little house. I would be quite happy to have
Just to live here.
Just in the forest, just quiet. Would be nice.
Would be big enough.
Would it?
Sure.
You think? So, and this is a reconstruction of a tiny little Celtic farm. They also used to have a herb garden, right? Or am I mistaken? I always thought
there used to be one, yeah.
Yeah, that there was a little herb garden there. Well, I guess, yeah. Well, they don't anymore. And you just have that little house. And here, yeah, exactly.
The grain storage.
There we go. A little apple break. Oh, no, she's not eating it because I'm filming. So cute. Nova, I turn it off, okay? So I actually wanted to tell you a story, and I don't know if you remember that, but so many years when we first came here, all of this was much newer, right?
Yeah.
I told you that. And so they had outside that little stone, a flat stone, but there was also a little einkerbung,
Yes, a grove. Yeah.
A little, not a hole, but you get it.
Yeah.
Where you can grind, right?
Yes.
And when I came there, I was standing just behind it, and I had that basically a flashback of the memory. And it was only for 2 seconds, but I could smell the fire baking a flat bread.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
And it took only like 3-4 seconds, but I was right there, and that was quite powerful an experience here. And you do, after, well, you doubt it straight away. Did I see that somewhere? Did I? Yeah, I always remembered that. That always kind of left a strong impression from here.
Yeah, I do remember that. I remember you telling me back then.
And even how I grounded? Not the grinded.
Ground?
The flour, right?
Yeah.
And it was quite rough because it's not a fine flour that we know now, right? And how and it reflects later, of course, in the bread that it's not a fine flour, it's very different texture.
Mm-hmm.
And I had that all in just those few seconds, like coming back to me, like, oh, is this real?
Yeah, it might have been a past life experience of you remembering something from past lives. It could have been just a vision. It could have been could have been anything really.
Don't know.
Don't know. But there was a lot here, because they do have about 12 grapphugel.
burial mound.
Burial mounds, thank you. About 12 burial mounds, about 200 to 400 meters from here. So,
Yeah, well, it was definitely a Celtic settlement
yes,
around here.
yes.
That for sure. That's without question. Everywhere we go, there was a Celtic settlement because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
still
but
Celtic grounds because we're on that side of the river, right, where
Yeah.
everything was Celtic. If you cross the Rhine,
Yeah.
right, there it starts to get everything more the Germanic influence, and we are still on the side of the river where everything has more the Celtic influence.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. Just sad that they don't take care of it. You know, they build
Yeah.
it, very excited about it, a lot of work going into it, right?
Yeah.
And then it's being left alone, and you can see it. You know, it's
It's
been a
kind
few
of
years
decaying,
since
isn't it? Yeah.
looked after. It would be nice if it, yeah.
Yeah, you can see it going downhill. They're just not looking after it anymore. I guess the excitement after reconstructing it just faded, and they just left it to
And it's in
their
the
own
middle.
devices.
I mean, it's one of those things, yeah, right? It's in the middle of the forest. It's free. You can come here at any time. That's why those things that you actually pay for, you know, where you pay your
they are
little
more
entry fee, it's looked after,
tended,
right?
yeah.
I took you to one of those already, right? In Otzenhausen, I think so. Kind of.
Yes,
filmed
we
already
were at
somewhere.
Otzenhausen, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have a video about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And here we have a little mound. A little ominous entrance. Let's see. I have to pay attention because it's slippery here. Ooh, can you see? There you go. There you can see how they used little wooden plates. Ooh. And back out again. And another little entrance to wherever. Where do you think that leads? So, and out of the forest we go into the fields. And it's very sunny and warm today. So, I guess we are not going to linger too long. Thank you very much for joining us on this little hike. We come almost to an end, like I said. It's warm, it's sunny. I'm much more of a moon child than a child of the sun. So we're going a bit faster through that one. And yeah, I hope your world is kind. And bye, see you next time.
Bye.